Well,
I love it.
I know, right? I saw it and I was just like, oh, I have to have it.
Is it suede?
It's suede.
Love suede.
State Farm knows that for every one of those moments, there's one of these.
Well, I love it. I know, right? I saw it and I was like, have to have it.
Is it suede?
It's suede. I love suede.
That's why we're there with renter's insurance when things go wrong, but also here with a rewards credit card to help life go right. State Farm.
Talk to State Farm agent Wendell Campbell in Oskaloosa today.
The Indians girls basketball team made trips to Norwalk and Grinnell, then hosted Pella on Friday night. Norwalk bested the Indians 53-34, and conference-leading Grinnell handed Oskaloosa the 69-47 loss during a makeup game on Thursday night. Friday night, Pella and Oskaloosa battled it out, with Oskaloosa getting hot late in the game, making it a contest, but ultimately coming up short 62-51. Oskaloosa will travel to Indianola on Tuesday night and play host to Pella Christian on Thursday night. The Oskaloosa boys basketball team went on the road to Norwalk on Tuesday night. Senior Xavier Foster led the scoring for the Indians with 38 points, while sophomore Keaton Flaherty and senior Isaac Schultz each contributed 17 points. For Norwalk, Bowen Bourne scored 47 in the Warriors' win over the Indians by a score of 94-83. Pella and Oskaloosa battled it out on Friday night to a near-capacity gymnasium in Oskaloosa. The first two quarters of action saw each team claim small leads on the other, ultimately being tied at 36 at the break. The Indians opened up after halftime, running up 8 points to lead Pella, and the momentum seemed to be going the Indians' way. Pella battled back in the fourth quarter, outscoring the Indians 26-16, leading to a final score of 79-68 for the Dutch win. The OHS Indians boys swimming team had a successful day on Saturday, as the 200-meter relay team, composed of Owen Gordon, Jack Dawson, Carson Breon, and Colin Fitchner, finished fourth at districts, held at the Des Moines Area Community College Ankeny campus. Dawson finished second, while Carson Breon finished in fourth place in the 100-meter breaststroke. Carson Breon also qualified for the state swim meet in the 100-meter backstroke. The Oskaloosa boys and girls bowling teams defeated Knoxville this past week. The Oskaloosa boys bowling team is now undefeated in the conference over the past 2 years. Dylan Van Wyk led the way for the Indians with a 279 and a 300 game for the new high game series in the state for this season. Also bowling well, Cale Hoover celebrated his best series this year with a 462. For the girls, Nikki Parlett continued her strong bowling with a two-game series of 428 with a high game of 240. In football news, the 2020 district's information was released, and Oskaloosa is part of District Number 6. Others in the district include Benton County, Clear Creek Amana, Grinnell, Newton, and Cedar Rapids Xavier. The remaining non-district schedule hasn't been released. We will be right back after this message from our sponsor.
STEM Garden Center Nursery in Oskaloosa is already gearing up for spring. We will have unique new varieties and all the old favorites ready for you to create stunning gardens and eye-catching combo pots. Now is the perfect time to plan out your landscape with new shrubs, flowering trees, perennials, and mulch. Consider adding grasses, a rock garden, or flower beds for less mowing and more eye appeal. Don't be afraid to dream big. Check us out on Facebook for our winter hours and experience the color at STEM Garden Center in Oskaloosa this spring.
Over at William Penn, the Statesmen enjoyed success. The week started strong for the Navy and Gold as the men's track and field team took first place at the Grinnell Invite. On the basketball court, the William Penn women's team avenged an early season loss to Grandview University, defeating the Vikings 64-54. Brenda Pennington and Bailey Reardon shared for the team lead with 12 points each. Pennington also had 4 assists while Reardon blocked a pair of shots. The Lady Statesmen then held off upset-minded Missouri Valley on Saturday, 74-71. Pennington tallied a team-high 21 points, while Haley Molinex was next with 17. Pennington also shared the ball well with 4 assists. Kate Yolito joined the double-digit club as well with 14 points in addition to 2 steals. The Lady Statesmen are now ranked number 20 in the nation and have an 18-5 overall record and are 14-4 in the Heart of America Conference action. The number 7 team in the nation, the William Penn men's basketball team, has been making it known that they are still a force to deal with. The team has been working through several injuries and suffered a couple of losses, dropping them from the 3rd place nationally. A convincing win over Evangel the day after dropping a game at home helped to set the tone for the Statesmen. A convincing 95-66 win over rival Grandview on Wednesday highlighted that the team was still a threat in the conference. Dexter Hood posted some big numbers in that win, adding 27 points and 11 rebounds in the effort. Brandon Faison had his 2nd consecutive double-double, adding 20 points. Missouri Valley was in Penn Gymnasium on Saturday afternoon, and the Statesmen jumped out to an early lead. The team used that early lead and some big games by Dexter Hood with 28 points and 8 rebounds to lead the effort. Kevon Baylock scored 18 points and pulled down 16 boards. The Statesmen are now 21-3 overall and 15-2 in conference play. Both the men and women's basketball teams remain in Oskaloosa on Wednesday, February 12th, with the women's team tipping off at 5:30 p.m. and the men's game tips off at 7:30. In men's volleyball action, the Statesmen hosted tournament play over the weekend. Men's volleyball is in its first year at William Penn, and the young team continues to show improvement. Unfortunately, the team dropped its first 2 games of the tournament, but roared back in the final game to sweep Indiana Tech. The Navy and Gold hit a season-best .241 clip while holding the Warriors to .139. Ike Papes led the way offensively with a season-high 20 kills at .421 clip, while C.J. Redding had 10 kills himself. Redding also logged 9 digs. William Penn baseball was on the road, taking on the College of Ozarks. The Statesmen took Friday's pair of games over the Bobcats, but Saturday the home team returned the favor by defeating Penn. Head coach Mike Laird said the team was hurt due to pitching and our hitters had a tough time with situational hitting. Laird praised the defense for remaining strong. Thanks to all those who contributed scores and video. If you have scores, photos, and video you'd like to see us use, message it to us on Facebook or email us at info@oskinews.org.